Give it to me like.
Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the Ironman completion series with me, the LazyBoneZone. After editing video number 7, I decided I wanted to go finish up getting the fighter torso from Barbarian Assault. I went to the official world of 306. My experience here was a mixed bag. I got on a few teams that was new and I tried to help them, but my skills also landed me on a few max level teams with some quick completion times. I leveled the healer role to level 4 and the collector role to level 2 for when I come back in the future. But without further ado, here's the fighter torso. This gives a +4 strength bonus which goes towards a higher maximum hit. I also bought the granite body for a diary task. I then took the time to train fishing at Tempoross, aiming for 500 permits to hopefully get the fish barrel. The setup used was full angler, with the gloves and cape of graceful for weight reduction. I then had a harpoon, 1 rope and 7 buckets, with 1 placed at the bottom as a screen marker. The easiest way to get here is from near the bank in Al Kharid. If you walk to the sailor, you can be transported for free. Quite handy. This is a quick solo guide for an average of 9 points per game and quite chill after the first phase, where you only have to deal with 1 set of fire and 1 wave. To start, go west and climb up the ladder and then fill the buckets up on the pump. With your mouse hovering over the minimap and the camera pointing north when the screen turns black. As soon as the colour comes back, run towards a fishing spot. You need to fish 8 here ASAP. Once you have your first 8, run to the shrine, which is in the middle of the fishing spots, and cook as many of these as possible whilst looking for the double fishing spot. You need to get another 8 fish here minimum. If you get all 11, that's a bonus. You'll notice the storm intensity is now getting close to 15, which means a wave is coming. Click on the totem to tether to it. As soon as the wave has gone, you are going to cook the other 8 food. As soon as this row is done, up to the bottom bucket, you're now going to run south to load the cannons before the storm clouds light fires. Once all 16 fish are loaded, you can click on the fires to douse them. Hopefully you can get them put out before they multiply. If you walk into them, you will lose fish, rope or buckets. This can ruin the run. Now your goal is to get a full inventory of cooked fish, so use the double spots and cooked whilst waiting for the next spot to spawn. If the storm intensity gets to 90 before you have finished, run to the boat as soon as possible. Now you're going to load all 19 fish into the crate to knock Tempoross down, which allows you to then harpoon on the dock to deal damage to him. If you wasted no time between loading the fish and clicking the fishing spot, you'll deal about 40% damage to Tempoross. When his energy reaches 100%, the cannons will automatically fire and bring him down to 10% again, which starts the chilled rounds. If you didn't quite make it to 19 fish, quickly finish what was missing and fire them. Your only goal now is to fish 19 more fish, cook them and repeat the cycle of attacking him. On average, I gain 9 points per kill and it takes around 9 minutes, with 5 minutes of those being super relaxed. You will notice on the last round that most of the island is now on fire. But hey, that's not my problem. 1 final time harpooning the spot next to the docks and it's a solid win. I gained 505 reward permits from 59 rounds of Tempoross and I managed to complete all the combat achievements associated with this skilling boss. In order to use your reward permits, you need a small fishing net and go slightly southwest of the bank chest. You get an assortment of fish and other supplies, but it's the rares I'm after. Caskets give jewellery and rune items which can be out. I got the tackle box first, which will save me bank space and I'll store all my fishing equipment, including the angler set. And I also managed to get the fishing barrel. This item will store 28 fish, which will prolong any fishing trips and reduce banking. I gained 3,000 tuna, 1,500 lobsters and around 1,400 of decent food along with some other nice supplies. I then used the spirit flakes to transform my angler outfit into the spirit angler outfit. Personally, I don't like how it looks, but it was a collection log item. Finally, I opened the caskets that I fished up. There was roughly 280k value in alchemy, and here's a view of the collection log after using my reward permits. With the fishing barrel acquired, it's time to collect some karambwans, which heal 18 each and can be used as combo food. Items required are a drayman staff, fishing barrel and a fishing vessel, and a stock of karambwanji. Travel to a ferrying and enter the code DKP. There is a static fishing spot directly to the north and this will grant you a solid 4 minutes of fishing where you do not need to click. JGX hosted the Winter Summit this weekend whilst I was doing Tempoross, and they've shown the upcoming big updates coming this year, with an amazing new boss coming later called Scurrius the Rat King, expected in just a few days. So in preparation for this, it was time to get combat ready. I needed to get this food cooked and to acquire the Dragon Defender, but I still needed to gain some combat levels to get into the Warriors Guild. Once I finished a full inventory, the code to go back to the easy bank is DJR. Using this method, I bank 53 karambwans per trip. I visited the giant caves in Karambwan catacombs and started to annihilate hill giants, collecting the dark totem pieces, herb drops, ensouled giant heads, giant keys, ancient shards and long bones. I was here until I reached 65 attack and strength. I now have 20 banked hill giant keys, giving me a solid chance to potentially complete the hill giant boss Obar. With the combined attack and strength level of 130, it was time to enter the Warriors Guild. I needed to purchase a set of armour to train against, and I chose black armour. You can buy it all in Varrock. The top from Horvik, and then run south to the Champions Guild to buy the helmet and legs. I also picked up the rune mace as it's needed for the new weapon from the upcoming boss. I then used the games necklace to teleport to Burthop and ran west into the Warriors Guild. Using the armour animator, you can recreate animated armour sets to train on. Every time I've gone for a defender, I've always done this method, and I aim for around 1000 plus tokens, since each 10 tokens grants you 1 minute in the Cyclops room. After using the bank here to resupply, I went upstairs twice and got to attacking the Cyclopses. I aim to stand by the door and only attack the level 58s. They have 25 less HP and can be dispatched quicker. On average, they drop a defender at a rate of 1 in 50 with a total of 7 different types to get. They get stronger as you go. First drop was a bronze defender. Once you've obtained any type of defender, you need to leave the room and re-enter for them to drop the next one. I got iron defender at 108 kill count, so I was going dry here. Steel defender came next, then the black defender, and here's where my luck changed. In only 1 kills after, I got the mithril defender, and 4 kills after that I got the adamant defender. Shortly followed by the rune defender, ending the entire grind up here on 166 kills, almost 200 under drop rate. Definitely spooned. With the rune defender acquired, it was time to head downstairs to the stronger Cyclopses. I changed into prayer gear since they hit often, and there's a wonderful Cyclops down here. The drop rate for the dragon defender is 1 in 100, and it took me about 70 to get the drop. With the dragon defender obtained, I felt I was ready gear wise to face the Rat King tomorrow. I thought at this point it would be wise to also obtain range gear ready to train that as well. So I made a used short bow, gathered a mushroom pie for a +4 crafting boost, and then I made the blue dragon hide armour. There were a total of 64 levels gained this week. The starting level was 1426 and ending at 1490. Here are all the levels on screen. Now I feel I'm ready for the Rat King tomorrow, so expect a full week of training at this Rat King. Goodbye.